What's up guys, welcome to and welcome back to my channel. First off, if you're a fan of home renovation, hit that subscribe and hit that like button because behind me we have a great one. My mom and I have been scouring for our next property and we ended up finding one in Leawood, Kansas, and this one is going to be so much fun. So without further ado, let's check it out. Okay, first things first, there's so much brush covering this entire property that we have to clear a lot of it out, but we're actually going to call this property the Magnolia house because it's got this beautiful magnolia tree right in the front flower bed. So this is going to be the only thing that stays over here, and then everything else that you see in here is going to be completely cleared out. It also has these amazing brick pavers, if you will, kind of like a fence setup. So we're going to clean up these flower beds and basically just trim it up and take out all the weeds that shouldn't be there. Okay, as we make our way inside, it's got these beautiful double doors. We're actually going to replace them. We're going to do probably a wood style door, but we might end up saving these things and using them elsewhere because they could easily be refinished, and they've got this amazing kind of privacy glass that you can semi-see through. But yeah, that's the front entry. It's also got this original 1960s like stone setup that we're gonna actually get rid of, believe it or not. And we're gonna carry these amazing hardwoods throughout the entire main living area. So this light fixture is probably giving it a bit of an orange tint, if you will. It's actually a super cool fixture. It's really kind of classical, and it's got definitely some nice details to it. So what we'll probably end up doing is taking this down, using it for a different project, and then replacing these bulbs that you see here. Being that this house was built in the 60s, it has that wonderful step down that you see. And actually it step downs right here, and then it steps back up right over there. And then you've got this really cool stone fireplace that I'm sure was all the rage back in the day, and then this wood paneling. So what we're gonna end up doing is we're actually going to take up all of this carpet. There's only plywood underneath, unfortunately. We're going to actually take out this entire wall, which is load bearing. So we've got to put a lanyard beam basically to support that weight. I'm hoping that we can hide it in the ceiling versus having it come down. And we're going to build this entire floor up from the front to the back. And we're going to knock out this, and this to make one big open concept from kitchen to living to dining to entry, and it's going to look really modern, really cool. So yeah, that's probably our biggest first task, and one of two spaces in which we're going to be taking out walls in this home. So off to the kitchen. Again, we're going to have the same flooring that's in here. It's going to be the same hardwoods, and this is going to be one big open space. It'll trail in here. You've got access to the garage. You've got a slider to the backyard, one of 3 backyard exits, and we're going to actually do a French door there. You've got a nice, beautiful window, and then, ta-da, you've got the kitchen, which the lighting isn't all that great in here, so forgive me on that, but currently it's an L-shaped kitchen with, you know, the typical hood up here because you've got the electric stove, electric cooktop, and so you've got the hood that's right here, and then you've got some cabinets that are up there. So this is the other side of that wall. It's a pizza oven / oven for the built-in oven. As nice as this brickwork is, we've got so much of it elsewhere that we're going to take this out, and then you're going to be able to see from the front all the way to the kitchen. We're going to put a huge 6-7 foot island here, and you'll be able to fit at least probably, I want to say 3 to 4 people, depending on how we position the overhang. We'll probably do like a butcher block island, and then we'll do like a quartz or granite countertop for the main cabinet space. I want to take you, so here's the front, just so you have the geography of this place. This will lead you to the lower level, which is finished, and it's got its own bedroom and private bath. But right here we have this mudroom, right? And so if we had the budget, we would blow out this whole wall and reconfigure how you enter. But it's actually pretty nice because what we're going to do is probably a mosaic tile in here. We'll keep the washer dryer right there, just update the plumbing and electrical. We're gonna replace that with a really cool 24-inch vanity. We're gonna keep these cabinets because they're in really good shape. And one thing that we like to do is just repaint them, sand them, repaint them, and then put new hardware. But if it's in the budget, and this kind of goes back to like the IKEA cabinets, maybe the door fronts, if we could do like a shaker front that matched up, or if we might find a carpenter that can give us a recessed panel, we'll do that there. For the door, we're gonna do this same kind of window pane style, but we want the windows to go all the way down to the base, and we'll probably replace it with a white door. Okay, off to the upstairs. Luckily, we really lucked out on this one. So there's hardwoods underneath this flooring, and then you've got the hardwoods in the bedrooms that we'll see. So bedroom number one, it's a decent size. We're gonna probably just do a light fixture, and then new windows throughout the entire property. We're probably gonna go with a nice gray tone for all the walls, and then a white trim, update the electrical, but I would really like to do something cool in this closet. Maybe a different closet system, but definitely update these old style doors. I saw some really cool shaker ones with like a recessed panel that we might put in here. But yeah, these definitely will probably have to come out and do something a little bit different. But this flooring is ideally what we want to do for the downstairs, and then refinish it either this color or maybe even a little bit lighter, because I don't think that these really have any stain on them to cause any issues. So that's something for us to think about. But yeah, if you've got a favorite stain color that you are into right now, definitely comment and let us know what that is, and we might consider. So the second bedroom, again, same thing. It's got this really funky, like cork board wall, which is cool. We can just take it off. They probably, maybe it was the kids' room and they just wanted to hang stuff up here. But it should come off pretty well, and then I'm sure that there's probably some patchwork to the drywall. And then on this wall, we're still trying to figure it out. These are actually two really good sized closets. We might just reconfigure the spaces in between and do two new shakers, or we might just cut it out altogether and do one big closet. I just need to see what's more feasible and what makes most sense given the size of this room. Okay, a hall bathroom, which is probably the first one that you've seen. It's your typical rectangular bathroom with that lovely window in the tub. Definitely a 60s vibe. What we're gonna do is I've got a really cool, we're gonna do a mosaic floor in here, and then we're gonna do a mosaic floor in one more bathroom. And then in the master, which is actually a project in itself, I've got a cool flooring that we're gonna put in there. But probably a new 48-inch vanity, new toilet. The tub is actually in really good shape, and we're probably gonna reglaze it. Just because if we take it out and put a new tub in, then it's gonna cause a lot of drywall repair, because it's gonna be hard to kind of shimmy it into that same spot. So because it's in good shape, we're gonna see what the cost is to reglaze versus replace, and what makes most sense. New tile all the way to the ceiling. New fixtures, of course. We'll probably go with black fixtures. New windows, and hopefully waterproof them out. I'm thinking, I was wanting to do like a wallpaper back here, but that just might be too much. So we'll see about that. We're gonna do a new light fixture, so this is gonna be gone. New mirror, new vanity again. And then, as you guys have seen on my last projects, we love to do a beadboard behind the tub, toilet, and vanity, and then on the other wall as well. So we'll probably do that, and then we'll leave the walls a nice gray color. Okay, off to the master. So this room actually has built-ins in it, and they were here from the previous owner, so we've got to get rid of these. I honestly think they were built on site, because I don't see how they could have even fit these through any of the doors to get them in here. So we'll take this apart, and then once we expose these floors, this room will look a ton bigger. It's got a beautiful window seat right here, which is going to be really nice once we resand it and repaint it a white color, and maybe even put some cushions on it. And then we're going to recess probably 4 corners and maybe do a ceiling fan, something to match the wood floors. But yeah, this is actually a really good sized room. It just needs to be opened up and made to look a lot bigger. So we just got to get all the clutter out. Okay, so here is the project that I wanted to talk to you guys about, which is the current master closet, master bath configuration. Oh my gosh, this carpet stinks, and it flows into the tub shower area as well. And this is what I'm working with. I've been put in charge of all the bathrooms for this house. This one's got to be the hardest. Over on this side, you've got the closet space, right? Over on this side, you've got the current master bath configuration. And then you've got the hallway in between. What are your thoughts, and I'm just speaking out loud, if I blow this entire space out and we make it one big open rectangle or square, whatever it turns out to be. I think it's 9 horizontally by 11 front to back, or maybe 9 by 10. And what if we were to take the vanity and put that vanity right here? You do a slider door to the front, right? So what if you were to take that vanity, you walk in, the vanity is right here, 60-inch vanity, double sink. And we're gonna do tile throughout this entire section. This will be gone, this will be gone. What if we keep the shower where it's at, but we do a full glass enclosure to where you've got glass on this wall when you walk in, you've got glass door right here where it currently is, and then you've got tile on that back wall and tile going up on the current wall. This door would be gone, of course, because this entire wall would be gone. What if we keep this toilet where it is, or maybe shift it over just a little bit, and then we leave this space open along with this space over here, and we do a really cool, maybe IKEA PAX closet system. I think those are like maybe at a max 29, 30 inches deep. I've seen some that are 24, but they've got all these really cool closet little systems, from shelving to racks that you can pull out and put in. And yeah. All right, downstairs. Oh, and I should mention, we want to change out these handles or these railings for something like metal, or maybe like a powder coated metal, something different. So we've got this wall paneling that's all the way down here. And I usually am not a fan of wall paneling, but we're gonna make it look really good because we're gonna paint it out a light gray. We're gonna get rid of the beams. We're gonna do recessed lighting. And then for this one, we're gonna actually keep this fireplace and do a whitewash. So it's gonna still have like a nice brick tone to it that it has now, but it's gonna be kind of more whited out and muted, if you will. And we'll probably keep the same mantle that you see up there because it's in really good condition. For this built-in, we'll probably just replace the doors with a recessed panel and then get rid of the mirror in the back, but keep the glass shelving. Okay, for this bedroom, this is bedroom number 4. It doesn't have any lighting. I think the person just used like a lamp or something. So first things first, we've got to put in better lighting down here. I should have mentioned we've got carpet that's down here. We'll probably do a LVP, luxury vinyl plank. It's waterproof, scratch proof, and it'll hold up well to high traffic. So we'll probably carry it in here all the way to this bedroom, and then a nice gray color, better lighting, better closet system. It'll look really good. And then finally, what we have here is the private third bath. And this is actually a really good sized bathroom. So I've got a new vanity that's gonna go here. It's gonna fit really well. We're gonna do a new mirror and light fixtures that I've got a cool setup for. And then I'm thinking on this back wall, we might do an accent like shiplap or something in a really moody color. But this is gonna be blacks, woods, whites, and then blacks and whites in here for this whole shower setup, which is gonna be completely different. And then of course we've got some lovely drywall touch-up because there was a leak at one point in time from the master bathroom, which is above this. And then the garage, which we like to do stuff to the garage. We don't just like to leave it like crummy looking. It's a huge 2-car garage. We lucked out, it's got a new insulated double door garage door. But what we're gonna do is, of course, replace this window, put better lighting up in here. We're gonna take out all of this shelving that you see in here and then do a nice drywall finish, brand new drywall, and a nice white color coating to it. So it's just gonna really brighten up this entire garage space and make it look newer and fresher with the drywall and the white coat of paint. Okay guys, so we are gonna have videos on this project probably every week, or at least try to, and you're gonna see a lot more of my mom versus what you have in our previous two projects. But yeah, I hope you guys subscribe and watch and like, and definitely comment if you got any questions or suggestions. We're totally open to it. This is definitely real time. We literally just bought this property and closed on it today. So super excited about it, and thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.